Hello, in today's lesson we are going to work out how to find out the sum of interior angles in a polygon. A polygon is a shape with many sides and angles. Now the smallest polygon is a triangle. Okay. Um, so the smallest polygon is a triangle. Then the next one has four sides. We call that a quadrilateral. So like a square or rectangle or trapezium. Then the next polygon has five sides, three, four, five, and that is a pentagon. Then the next one has six sides, which is a hexagon. And then a heptagon with seven sides, eight sides, octagon, nine sides, nonagon, and then 10 sides, decagon. Okay, so the sum of interior angles means what is the total of all the angles inside the shape. So for a triangle, what is the sum of interior angles? So this angle plus this angle plus this angle. If I add them all up, guys, we've just studied this. The angles in a triangle add up to 180. Okay, but what about a four-sided shape? What do all these angles add up to? And then a five-sided shape, and then six. Okay, so we're going to work that out today. So there is a formula you can use, but let's do this investigation, and then I'll tell you the formula, and then we'll use it on these questions over here. Okay, so the first thing you do is you get the shape and you pick a point on the shape. So I'm going to pick this point. Then you draw lines to every other point. So I'm going to go to this point first, then this one, and then this one. Okay, so I've gone to all the other points. Now in this shape, I can see two triangles. Okay, two triangles. So the number of triangles in this shape, in a four-sided shape, are two. So this is a four-sided shape. The sum of interior angles now, all you have to do is do 2 multiplied by 180, because we know angles in a triangle add up to 180. I can see two of them, so 2 times 180 gives me 360. Now the size of one angle, this only works if the shapes are regular. Okay, and regular means the sides and the angles are the same. Okay, so all I do to work out the size of one angle is do 360 divided by the total number of sides, which is 4, and that gives me 90. So in a four-sided shape, not in this trapezium, but in a square where all the sides and angles are the same, each angle is 90. Okay, now for a five-sided shape, same thing again. Let me pick a point. Then I'm going to go to every single other point. So let me go to this one, this one, and this one. Now, as you can see, how many triangles can you see? I can see three triangles. So three triangles. So now the sum of interior angles, the total of all the angles, is going to be 3 multiplied by 180, which gives me 540. Okay. Now, if this was a regular pentagon, to work out the size of one angle, 540, divide that by the number of sides. 540 divided by 5 gives me 108. Okay, let's move on to a six-sided shape now. So pick a point, go to every single other corner. Okay, so as you can see now, there's one, two, three, four triangles. Okay, so 4 times 180 equals 540. So 540 plus 180 gives me 720. Okay, so if this was a regular hexagon, it has six sides, and if they're all the same, all I have to do to work out one angle will be 720 divided by 6, and that will give me 120. Okay, so Now, as you can see, there's a little bit of a pattern emerging. So if I go to a 7-sided shape, a heptagon, and an 8-sided shape, an octagon, as you can see, there's a pattern here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number of triangles, there's another pattern, 2, 3, 4. So let's just follow the pattern, 5, 6, and let's check. So let's see if there's 6 triangles in this one. Go to every corner. Okay, so count the triangles. 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Okay, so follow the pattern. 5, 6. Sorry. Times 180 times 180. Okay, so 720 plus 180 gives me 820, 900, and then 1080. And to find one angle, guys, all you do is the sum of interior angles divided by the number of sides. Okay, so number of sides is 7 over here, and then the number of sides here was 8. Okay, so that's how you find the total or the sum of all the interior angles. Now there's a formula that you can use also, and that is n minus 2 times 180, and that will give you the sum of all the interior angles. Okay, because as you can see, if the shape has 4 sides, the number of triangles is always 2 less. So 5 take away 2 is 3, 6 take away 2 is 4, 7 take away 5, 2 is 5, and 8 take away 2 is 6. Okay, it's always 2 less, and that's where this formula comes from. So guys, if you understand this table, this is where this formula comes from. Okay, so now let's use this formula. So a typical interior angle question is something like this. Find the missing angle in each irregular polygon. So for the first thing you do is you count the number of sides. Okay, so let me just write the formula down. So you use this formula times 180, and step 1, count sides, and then sub into formula to find the sum of the interior angles, and then find x. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing I do, count the sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 sides. So into the formula I'm going to substitute 4 take away 2 times 180. Okay, that gives me 2 times 180, which is 360. So all the angles in this shape add up to 360 because it's a 4-sided shape. So the value of x will be, so first thing I do, add up the sides that I know. 70 plus 45 plus 88. That gives me, so 70 plus 45 plus 88, 203. And to work out x, all I have to do is 360 take away 203, and that will give me my answer, which is 157. Okay, so that's the first one done. Pause the video, copy it down. The next one, B, so we'll just rub all this out. Okay, so B, so first step, count the number of sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 sides. 5 sides. Now we can look on our table. 5 sides was 540. So let's check. Substitute into the formula. 5 take away 2 times 180 gives me 3 times 180, which is 540. Okay. Now I have to find what x is, so I have to add up the ones I know. So 105 plus 131 plus 84 plus 153 gives me, so 105 plus 131 plus 84 plus 153 gives me 473. So x will be the sum of interior angles, which is 540, because they all add up to 540. Take away 473. So x is 67 degrees. Okay. Then the last one, we go through one more. Last one. So in the last one, first step again, count the number of sides. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Okay. Then substitute 6 into my formula over here. So 6 take away 2 times 180. So 6 take away 2 is 4 times 180 gives me, let's have a look at my table. So 6-sided shape. This one was 720. 4 times 180, 720. Okay, so the sum of all these angles is 720, including x. So to work out x, add the ones you know. So 100 plus 130 plus 120 plus 110 plus 135 gives me, so 100, 230, 350, 460, 595. So x will be 720, take away 595. So x is, so 720 take away 125. Okay, so guys, you are allowed to use a calculator on this topic. Watch the video a couple of times, pause it, take some notes. But this is the main formula you use. And the first part we did going through this table explains where the formula comes from. And it's good to know, guys, where the formula comes from, because when you understand something, you're less likely to forget it.